No, no, these are both solidly grown maps. Solidly.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, the AD's office has new labels. New labels. Oh, they want us to. Okay. Okay. Because for me, you turn. I don't want to look at that. That's good. Kind of.
Everybody ready for about there?
Almost. What clock you want to go off of? What clock you want to go off of?
Item number 3.
That last minute is always so.
Yeah.
Hold on, Carl, so we're gonna move A and B.
Just the.
Just be,
But they're both the same.
No, but
They're not the same amount, but they're both the same kind of,
only one amount has to be changed. Yeah.
To amend the,
Or only one amount was requested to be changed, I should say.
okay.
okay, ready? Okay, 10 o'clock. Welcome to the BOCC meeting for April 1st. Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all. Good morning. Agenda approval.
Make a motion to approve today's agenda.
First,
We're gonna add to the action.
Oh, the stipulation of removing
3B.
3B from the agenda,
Nope. Moving to action items.
moving it to action items.
I will second that.
first and second. Any other discussion? Call for vote.
Commissioner Woodall,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Brooks.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And consent agenda. Mark
All
Sanchez.
On today's agenda, I have the green sheet for Mark Sanchez, a promotion in detention. I have a new hire in DHS, James Lambert, VSO, and a new hire in DHS, Marie Payne.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
First and second. Any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Woodall,
Yes.
Chairman Brooks.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, moving on to public comment. And has everybody been able to sign in that they want to speak? You will be subject to 3-minute comment period. And first in line, Michael Bigpond.
Morning, commissioners.
Morning.
I think you have more than 3 minutes there.
I definitely do.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
My name's Michael Bigpond, and I'm here today to bring to your attention.
And your address and phone number?
Sure.
Yeah.
3516 County Road 120. My phone number is 719-240-3972.
Thank you.
I wanted to bring to your attention a dangerous and illegal driveway being installed approximately 2 miles north of Highway 10 on County Road 120. This is to serve a 97 site development, and I have some packets of information for you. Don't mind, I'd like to give you to follow along. Kind of helps with the maps, and there's some pictures in here. And also, so, appreciate it. The first page on that packet I gave you is a map of the affected area. It's on County Road 120. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that. It's east of town out by Maria Lake. Pages 2 through 6 are some pictures that I took just yesterday. Pages 7 through 10 are data that I pulled out of section 19, the Huerfano County Road and Bridge Standards. So I kind of like to start with the timeline here. On February 10th, I contacted Mrs. Chamberlain in the land use office about the driveways. She was not aware of an access permit being filed, but forwarded my information and a picture of the second new driveway and my concerns of its location to Mr. Rebar in the land or in the Road and Bridge Department. On February 19th, not hearing from Mr. Rebar, I initiated contact with him. He informed me he was aware of the new driveway, had seen the picture, but didn't know who was doing the work and had not visited the site. I expressed my concerns to him about the location of the second driveway. At this point, I figure I'll just kind of see what happens as I drive by and go from there. On March 20th, nearly 5.5 weeks later, I saw new markers on the driveway number 2. I again called Mr. Rebar. He stated he had not been to the site, but had sent Mr. Sporsich to the site and said all was okay. This is when I printed out and read the 120-page Huerfano County Roadway Design and Construction Standards, section 19, which I have here. And I've gone through about 16 points of data that I've included with you guys so that I didn't have to read all of those, about 4 pages long. So knowing now the information from section 19, on March 24th, I went to the land use office to inquire about the access permit. There was no project engineer listed. The application was started on the 6th and the land sale occurred on the 8th before the permit was approved. Stopping site distance was not measured for. There were and still are, as of today, 2 driveways. No driveway plans or profiles were listed. Dates and use of access are not listed. No culvert, no engineering for the location limits. Road and Bridge had not exercised any control of the work short of Mr. Sporsich's looked at it. Multiple instances of clearly skirting the standards established in section 19. Mrs. Chamberlain was unable to answer specific road and bridge issues, so she called Mr. Rebar and allowed me to ask him some questions to him over speakerphone. When I brought up the 2 driveways, the bad placement of the second driveway, and the illegal use of the driveways, he had no answer. I asked him to meet me at the site so he could see my concerns. He agreed to meet on March 26th at 9:30. On the 26th, Mr. Rebar and Mr. Sporsich met me at the site. I explained and showed them my concerns. We all watched vehicles illegal and, more importantly, dangerous, and he agreed. He explained that since he had already granted the access permit, he couldn't do anything and to take it up with commissioners, which is why I'm here today. The next day, Mr. Rebar granted final access approval on the driveways. My ultimate concerns for the safety of the people driving on County Road 120. As you can see in that picture, a couple of the pictures, the hill is the unsafest part of that county road. Adding an intersection at the top of the hill is asking for an accident. Now, this may cost the county now to move the second driveway south 100 or more yards, but when, not if, the inevitable accident occurs, the cost from the potential injury or death lawsuit will be much more. I ask the commissioners to please move this driveway or shut it down until a properly engineered access can be designed to the county standards of section 19. And thank you for your time.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll look into it.
Thank you.
Okay. Next in line. Dara? Dara, sorry. I should know that. Dara. Huh? No, I just got up together. Okay.
You can come together.
You both come up if you want to come up there. Just state your name and address and everything for the record.
My name is Darrell Lohr, 301-367-9245. I live off of County Road 540 in Gardner.
My name is Ron Erickson. I live at 8318 US Highway 160 in Levita.
We're just here today to kind of put a little finger on the pulse to kind of feel what we talked to a lot of people in the community, and we don't have a public shooting range in the area. The closest one's about 2 hours away from all we can tell is in Salida to be able to go and just use like a public range. I'm a big time outdoors person. I've been talking to a lot of people in the area. A lot of people have asked to like come shoot at my place and this and that. And in the beginning, I just said, there's no public range here. And I thought I was a little surprised about it. Now I understand a lot of the reasons why. So I'm here just to kind of see if the county wants something like this, and then to see, me and Ron have kind of linked up, and he'll kind of tell his story, how it affects his business and stuff like that right now, not having with the new legislation. But I just think it'd be a great thing to have another communal place to show up. And me and Ron were talking about working with the county or something if there's interest. I understand it takes a lot of time and planning and this and that we could kind of spearhead it and that kind of see what we could potentially get to work. We just wanted to start the process and know the steps to go about finding out the feasibility of it and all that. So that's why I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. I own Workhorse Firearms Training. Or I'm sorry, Go With Guns Firearms Training. I do concealed carry classes about every 30 to 45 days in the county. Effective July 1st of this year, the concealed carry regulations have changed, and it makes it a mandatory 8-hour class with range time and also a written test of 80%. I know Mr. Chamberlain occasionally teaches classes, but there's nowhere either one of us can teach classes in the county now as of July 1st because there's no shooting range. I've been talking with the county and Carl for approximately 4 years now. Even so much that I went out and was taken out to the Thorn Range to ask him, or Thorn Ranch to help them set up or design the range that they were going to put out there. And then that got sold, and ever since then it's been no progress at all in 4 years. I've heard something about City Ranch. I talked to Gary Vazani. He told me that nobody's talked to him about it in over 2 years. I don't know if that's true. That's just what he told me. And I'm just trying to find out what's going on, because after July 1st, I can't do my business in the county anymore. I mean, I could take them to my place or somebody else's private ranch, but I don't want to take a bunch of people up to my house that I don't know, start shooting guns. I'm sure Mr. Chamberlain wouldn't want to do it either. So I'm just trying to find out what's going on with the shooting range, if we're going to do one or not, or if I need to find a private investor to open one, or what we need to do, because I can't operate my business anymore. Thank you.
State's making a lot of changes, and that's going to make it a lot more difficult. All right, we'll put back on the docket and see what we can do.
Okay.
And there's also some grant funding opportunities through the National Rifle Association for ranges, and also Colorado Department of Wildlife.
Yes.
And one of their stipulations with that, because I looked at it a long time ago, is it has to be open to the public.
Right.
So maybe those are some good grants we could look at.
Right. There's a lot of grants out there. We talked about it before when we were talking. I mean, we even had CPW come into one meeting, talk about it. I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to find out what's going on and what we can do.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it. Like homework or something that anything we can do to just kind of get the ball rolling on anything?
We can get back with you on that and kind of see where we're at on doing something. I know we've wanted to for a long time, but life gets in the way with everything else that goes on. But we'll get in contact with you.
Cool.
So I appreciate you starting to light the fire again. That's good.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
TRB's leading on it.
Jess, your book should lecture.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having
Name and address.
option to discuss today. My name is Jessica Lovelace. I'm at 130 Baker Creek Court in Cachera. First, I just wanted to ask again, we did find the YouTube meeting from January 2024 and was wondering if you guys had any access to the February meeting from February 2024, February 27th, I believe was the date.
Well, we did find that, but we did have some difficulties on the full meeting.
Okay.
And it was technical. There was not anything other than it was a technical issue. Is there any other way of doing anything on that?
Not really. I mean, absent time machine, but
Yeah.
I think you have to put in a core request, and so you should have those. That segment or two. I'm not sure if it's one segment or two segments that we have.
Yes,
But,
I'm working with our IT to get together what we have, so we can do that yet, along with the minutes. Anything else could possibly be.
Okay. I also did want to bring up the minutes that I did request because the response I got last week kind of was unsatisfactory from the Huerfano County Asset Management Corporation. Do you guys want to elaborate at all on the Cachera lease purchase?
I mean,
Not this time.
I haven't written it yet.
Okay, because what you told me last week, it was over the roof, and we both know that the roof and the lease purchase are two different things.
A lease purchase is a financing mechanism, so it's very different from a roof.
Yeah, so that's why you told me last week that it was from the roof. So
For the
that's
roof,
why-
to pay for the roof.
Sorry, say that.
To pay for the roof.
To pay for the roof.
Yes.
Well, what about the lease purchase?
The lease purchase is
Okay,
it's a
you're
personal
saying
loan
that
to
it's
pay
the
for the
loan
lease.
for the roof,
Yes,
not for the lease of the Cachera Mountain Park.
correct.
Okay,
So governments
that's
are
what I
not allowed
wanted.
to enter into loans. We're allowed to do what's called a lease purchase, where we lease something
Okay.
and buy it for $1 afterwards.
Okay, that's what I would like. I wanted some clarity on that because it appeared to me as though you were selling a lease on the mountain park. And then the last thing I wanted to squash, since we discussed last week that there were too many rumors going around. The rumor right now is that you guys are too deep in with Buckhorn to be able to halt any further discussion. And so I just wanted to clarify if that was a true statement or not.
There's there's nothing solid on anything. There's nothing there. There's nothing solid in an agreement or anything in the back. There's nothing happening in the background.
Well, we heard,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm bringing it up here today, is that the agreement with PSC, the discussion was that you were too deep in discussions with
And who
Buckhorn
said
to
that?
be able to stop that. I don't, it was
Well-
a community event where there was barbecue and a lot of other people.
Well, there's a lot of things that have been said that are absolutely untrue. So let's just keep going with the process and see where we get.
That's why I wanted to ask today.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Someone online? Who was it? Was there someone online?
TR Beasley.
Who?
TR Beasley.
Oh, TR Beasley?
Yeah, I didn't have anything to say. You guys just added me in like I was going to, so I didn't know why.
You had your hand raised.
I don't have anything to say, so I don't know why you guys added me to speak. So
Okay, thank you. Okay. Anything else online? Move on to appointments. Any appointments? No. Permits, licenses, and public hearings?
Nope.
Nope. Action items.
All right. Commissioners, first reading of resolution number 25-17, a resolution accepting a deed for 10 acres from Vicky Lynn Ariano and Robert J. Ariano and ordering said property transferred to the Huerfano Parks and Recreation District. So commissioners, last year, I think in December, we received, or November, December, we received these deeds or made aware of them. They were filed with the clerk and recorder's office to give the county property, 10 acres of property. in Walsenburg, sort of behind the water tower. The land was supposed to go to the Huerfano Parks and Rec District, but it was titled to the Huerfano County Parks and Recreation. So we need to do some cleanup here. These aren't, we talked to the Parks and Rec District, that's why this is sort of taking this long to get before you and to move forward. To make sure that all the ducks in a row. But basically what they want to do is have us accept the deed, transfer the deed, rather than it going back to the Arianos. And they are working with the Arianos to do a survey and to return any excess portions of land that the Arianos did not intend to give them. This approach gives us the least amount of involvement in this. But it's not land that we ever wanted or asked for or anything like that.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 25-17, transferring land to Huerfano Parks and Recreation Special District.
Second.
First and second. Any other discussion? Just for people online, that's some land behind the water tower. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Commissioner Woodall?
Yes.
Chairman Spillier?
Yes.
Motion passes. Commissioners, next I have for you a request from Sheriff Newman to extend overtime for the detention staff through May 31st, 2025. I would probably word this a little differently if you choose to go ahead with it. Their current overtime runs through, I think, the end of this week, payable out next week. So, through the end of the pay period containing May 31st. That way we're not cutting this off in the middle of a pay period. And the May 31st might be the end of the pay period. I'm not sure right now, but that's the easiest way to make sure that we're not making lives overly difficult for the payroll department.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, so we make a motion to extend the request for overtime being paid out to the detention staff at the Huerfano County Sheriff's Office through the pay period ending May 31st, 2025.
Second.
First and second. Any other discussion?
Can I get that ending changed to containing?
Containing.
Yes.
I'll second.
First and second. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Waddell?
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Chairman Spillier?
Yes.
Motion passes. All right. Commissioner, next I have you your April 2nd, 2025 vendor run in the total amount of $667,506.57. That screaming sound you hear is Deb Reynolds.
Yeah, not just her. My inside voice is doing that.
That's all right. Then this is how things go when we have major capital projects moving. Good news is this is reimbursement month, so we'll be getting reimbursed for our expenses on 129 Kansas and some of these other grants here shortly.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Lost my page.
See, way to throw
The April 2nd, 2025 vendor run in the amount of $667,560.57.
Okay, so Mel second.
them. First and second. Any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Commissioner Waddell?
Yes.
Chairman Spillier?
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, Commissioner, next I have for your purchase order number 2025-056. This is for the floors in the community center conference room to replace that carpet with a mix of carpet tiles, so like what we have in this room, and an LVP. So that, or putting around the area what we mainly use for concessions. This is from Legends Flooring and Interior. Total amount $3,099.53.
Okay, make a motion to approve purchase order 2025-056 for the Walsenburg Community Center conference floor in the amount of $3,099.53.
Second the motion.
First and second, any other discussion?
I know a lot of people will be very happy.
Yes, it'll look a lot better. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Wardell,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Shalita,
Yes.
motion passes. Commissioners, last but not least, I have for you an amendment to agreement for professional services. This is for our Huerfano River Bridge project. When we started this project, we expected to have a local engineering firm do the construction oversight. Things have changed. That firm didn't have the capacity to take it on when the project is finally ready for construction. So KLJ will be doing this themselves. This is built into the project budget already as we applied for it. So I request you approve this amendment to the agreement for professional services for KLJ to oversee the construction of the Huerfano River, of the County Road 543 bridge over the Huerfano River.
I'll make a motion to accept the amendment to agreement for professional services with KLJ Engineering LLCs overseeing the 543 bridge over the Huerfano River.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Wardell,
Yes.
Chairman Spoliter,
Yes.
motion passes. That is the end of action items. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, the.
I hate when I have to move something around. All right, last action item. I have a green sheet for Victoria Sanchez and 9,000, as well as a bonus in the amount of $776.13. Here.
Okay, I make a motion to accept the green sheet status change for Victoria Sanchez and approve the bonus in the amount of $776.13.
I will second the motion.
First and second, call for the vote.
Commissioner Wardell,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Spoliter,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay, correspondence.
All right. First, I have here a CTSI technical update on the Colorado Open Records Act. And I have a CTSI technical update on Colorado public meetings and executive sessions. Next, and then lastly, I have for you your Southern Colorado Economic Development March 2025 newsletter. And that is in the correspondence.
Okay. Staff reports.
All right, we have a decent number of positions open at the moment. The junior Avalorem appraiser in the assessor's office closes on Friday. In DHS, the adult services case aide / front desk clerk, communications officer / dispatcher closes April 18th, as does a communications supervisor role on the same day. And then, of course, detention and deputy officer are always open. Not really much interesting, I think, on list of meetings from last week. I thought the HCD Regional Housing Summit went pretty well. The Civic Plus Utility Building software demonstration will not result in something coming to you. But we wanted to look into that anyway to see if we can improve that system. Cost is higher than I want to stomach. And of course, I did meet with Panadero to discuss the agreement with them. So we're making progress on that. So hopefully they have the pen at the moment. So hopefully at the moment we'll be ready to bring that to public comment in the next week or so, hopefully. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Good. Nothing from the county attorney? No executive session? All for adjournment. Make a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
First and second. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Cheney,
Yes.
Commissioner Widow,
Yes.
Chairman Spillier.
Yes,
Motion passes.
this is adjourned.
All right.